Defendant Tony Robinson appeals the summary denial of his petition for extraordinary writ on the ground that it was successive. Robinson had alleged in his petition that his 3 convictions for resisting an officer with violence were illegal because his offenses occurred during one criminal episode, and that his 6 5-year sentences as a habitual felony offender for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence should run concurrently rather than consecutively, also because the offenses occurred during a single episode. The trial court did not address Robinson's first issue and denied the second because he has filed 4 previous motions raising the same issue. We affirm the summary denial of Robinson's first issue because it is time barred. We reverse the denial of the second issue and remand with directions for the trial court to consider the merits of Robinson's claim. Robinson's convictions became final on March 24, 1992. If the record were to show that his offenses occurred during a single incident, his first claim that he should have been convicted of only 1 count of resisting an officer with violence rather than 3 would be correct under Wallace versus State. Robinson should have raised this double jeopardy issue, however. We agree with the 5th District that Wallace does not apply retroactively in post-conviction proceedings because it did not announce a development of fundamental significance. Therefore, Robinson's claim does not fit within the exception of the 2-year bar in Rule 3.8. The court in Wallace concluded that because Florida statutes make it a felony to resist any officer rather than an officer, the statute permits only 1 conviction for such conduct during 1 episode. The Supreme Court and the lower courts have repeatedly applied this test when construing criminal statutes. Therefore, Wallace merely announced an evolutionary refinement of the law rather than a significant change, and thus does not apply retroactively. Turning to Robinson's second issue, we direct the trial court to examine the record below to determine whether Robinson has raised a meritorious issue that has been overlooked. In Hale versus State, the Supreme Court held that the statute does not permit executive sentences for multiple crimes committed during 1 criminal episode. In State versus Callaway, hello? Hi, how you doing? Okay.